What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Playground podcast. We are joined again today by my man Juici Lucy. How we doing? How we living?
I'm good, man. I'm just tired from work today, but today's gonna be a good day. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about, so I'm excited.
For sure. We got a lot of cool stuff we're talking about. But first, Nukie, how we doing? How we living?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you, Praww?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Today was a long day, but I have my amazing Try My Nuts Nut Company cup here. Hashtag not an ad, but definitely hashtag send the check.
Awesome. Well, also a huge shout out to Praww for leading us into this. Make sure to follow for the energy on Praww. While I lead us into Star Wars Outlaws news, there was a discussion in June after rumors and teases, they finally revealed Star Wars Outlaws, open world game set in the famous galaxy far, far away. In Outlaws, it's taking place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel and thief. And particularly today, we're talking about an article that came out, an interview with Edge Magazine. Outlaws creative director Julian, please forgive me for butchering this last name, Garrity, compared the size of the game's handcrafted planets with areas in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, saying it's a crude analogy, but the size of one planet might be equivalent to 2 of the zones in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It could be 2 to 3 zones, but it's not this sort of epic, the whole of England recreated approach. They are saying that Outlaws planets will be as big as entire Assassin's Creed games, which is quite large when we're looking at the scale of planets in video games.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I don't give a shit about how big the map is. I think like whenever devs do that, they're just letting me know, yo, it's going to be a fucking empty ass desert that we're hyping up for the next 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with open world games, especially when they're like on a multiplayer level like this, is if you don't consistently update them, they're just dead. And that's like the big issue for me is like I'd rather have a small map with an active game than a gigantic map with nothing.
Yeah, plus like they've said, this isn't going to be a live service game.
Right, exactly.
So
it's
like
unless that game is titled No Man's Sky, I don't want to deal with that at all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm going to hold for Nukie to refix his life.
Yeah, that was a whole computer crash.
Yeah,
there.
you literally Nukie's camera just froze on.
What an angle.
I was like, is he just holding this face so I can make my point? Or is he just going to is he dead?
No, so I agree with what you were saying, Praww, specifically in the fact that I don't necessarily care how big they are by any measure. I have always been annoyed when people try to compare like Grand Theft Auto 5 to Grand Theft Auto 4. We know games are going to get bigger.
Yeah.
It's like the natural progression of video games, and it's not a bragging point by any measure. I think the one point that they made in this is that they're handcrafted larger worlds, which is the opposite approach of how Bethesda is attacking Starfield with procedurally generated hundreds of thousands of planets. Like,
Yeah.
Elite Dangerous did it. Now we've got Starfield doing it. No Man's Sky does it. So I think the fact that they're really putting a lot of focus into doing the work themselves, I think that's a really nice thing to hear.
I think it's going to flop, but that's just me.
I just can't remember the last game that touted how many worlds and how big their map is going to be, like as a main point to play the game. That didn't suck.
I agree with that. I think that they've definitely tended to leave themselves behind, especially when they're not talking about gameplay at this point. The main focus is we have the biggest map, which is a terrible take.
Is there a release date for this game?
This game is coming out, not a specific release date, but Ubisoft says it will release in 2024 with a launch on the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So it's good to plan for 2025.
Okay, so I think it's fine that they're not talking about gameplay yet, because like there's still a lot of time.
Yeah, I think
So,
I think
like-
it's reasonable that they've taken this kind of open approach to talking about how they're physically working on every single planet in the game.
Yeah,
I think that's a really healthy and good approach to it. I think that just coming out and bragging though about the size of their planets is a little.
I think it's just weird. It just seems weird. I would rather you be dead silent for 6 months and come out with like an alpha.
Yeah, show me the planet. Don't just sit there and go, "Oh, we have the biggest planet." Like, I don't
even
care.
like a gameplay video. Like, I don't want a trailer. I don't want a trailer. I want to see the gameplay. I don't want to see a movie you made.
You know what I miss? I'll tell you what I miss. I miss the old days of gaming when they didn't even release an alpha or a beta. They just gave you a full complete game.
But then how would they make money?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We got to have at least 13 DLCs every game.
Absolutely.
Battle passes and premium battle passes, super duper premium battle passes, the ultimate premium battle pass.
Black Cell.
Absolutely.
Don't even get me started on Black Cell.
I heard that was like $30, right?
A season.
A season.
You're paying twice the game for skins that aren't even that good.
Hold on. You're not just getting skins.
They're mid.
You're also
what?
XP
You get stickers too? Oh wow, fucking XP tokens. You know how many hour XP tokens I bet if I logged in right now, I bet I have 100 hours of XP tokens.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure last I checked, I
what's
have
what's the over under on that?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm loading up COD right now. I just want to know. I need to know now.
I'm gonna say it's under 100, but over 35.
I want to say it's in the 60 to 70 range.
When I load this
overall.
and people get the notification on Steam, I'm gonna have so many people DMing me, "Hey, bro, are you on COD?" And I'm like, "No, I'm making a meme."
Yeah, and we can circle back to that once your game is all the way open. It's a good opportunity for us to segue into PlayStation and Microsoft and everything that's going on. With last week's episode, and which I definitely didn't upload finally on Tuesday or Monday. I don't remember which I uploaded it on, but it is currently live. And we talked about the FTC failing to stop the Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard and now the CMA, which, by the way, they've delayed it to July 28th so that they can have a longer discussion on the proposals Microsoft has put forward. Now there's a talk about PlayStation because they now have a deal with Microsoft as well for the Activision Blizzard takeover. They will be guaranteed game parity, no exclusive content between the two systems, a 10-year deal where Sony will guaranteed get PlayStation, which is a much worse deal than they initially get, where Microsoft offered, I believe, almost every single game, which Jim Ryan decided to turn away. Sorry, it was a 10-year deal to keep all current Activision Blizzard games, including COD, Overwatch, Crash, Spyro, Diablo, Tony Hawk. It was all originally in a 10-year deal packaged for Sony. Since they decided to fight for a year, they now only have a guarantee for Call of Duty, not for all their other franchises.
I mean, still the best deal at the end of the day.
It's definitely the best game to have a deal for in terms of ABK's titles, other than if you were able to have King Entertainment's titles on your platform, just because they make an extreme amount of cash.
But
It's actually insane how much money King makes. Like, that's the most profitable arm of that company.
It is
like by
shocking.
a mile. Like, it's not even fucking close.
And it's
actually crazy.
Have you looked at the esports scene for Candy Crush?
I'm gonna be honest.
First
I never thought I'd hear that sentence in my life.
Yeah, are we about to talk about another mobile game?
We are briefly because there was a lady who's the mother of an esports. I think it's either Call of Duty or Overwatch esports star. accidentally ended up in a Candy Crush tournament because she's so good at it, and she found herself going through a national tournament. Didn't make it obviously very far. There's, I mean, so many people in the scope of this, but it is funny that someone accidentally ended up in a Candy Crush tournament. I just thought that's a fun thing to add in.
Didn't know that there was like tournaments for that game. That's new actually for me to learn.
Yeah, they run worldwide tournaments, which is beyond insane to me.
I think that's stupid. No, I'm just kidding. That's fun. That's pretty cool. Leave it to a mobile game called Candy Crush to have multi-million-dollar tournaments.
Oh my god. Have we gotten any confirmation that the July 28th deadline has been approved?
That was from the courts, actually. That
Okay.
I believe it was the 28th. I'm gonna quickly now backtrack and double check. Yep. Sorry. Microsoft was granted a 2-month pause of the UK appeal over the Activision deal as of yesterday, the 17th, for our recording.
Okay.
So just because I'm going to quickly read from Reuters on this one. Britain's competition regulator, the CMA, had asked, along with Activision and Microsoft, for a 2-month stay of the case. So it sounds like Microsoft can still close. The original hearing of the deal was due on July 28th, will be delayed by 2 months so that everybody is clear as to how it's all going to work. The biggest question that the CMA still has, I believe, is the cloud gaming market, which I think is still a very good thing to be concerned about. Microsoft does have an insane hold on that market, whether we want to pretend to or not. They have more cloud gaming access on more.
Who's pretending they don't?
There's a whole Facebook group dedicated to that, but
is it run by Phil Spencer? Like, are they drunk?
No, but Bang Bang, you guys know who you are. Because I'm gonna go share this immediately into Bang Bang after we have
Bang Bang Shrimp. Bang Bang.
No. All right. Listen, everyone in that Facebook group who thinks they don't have a hold on it, look at me. I'm locking in right the fuck now. They fucking do. Coming to a TikTok near you.
Yeah, the CMA just wants to have a better opportunity to look at the modified proposal and look at the restructured deal and make sure they spend the right amount of time on it.
So I think one thing that's really important to note about this is there was actually, I saw this tweet today from Charlie Intel. There's a group of gamers who filed a suit to block Microsoft's acquisition, excuse me. And I guess that's been appealed all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court today rejected that request. So it looks like the CMA is like endgame Thanos.
And they're not that. Please forgive me, CMA, for this statement, but they're not that big of a deal because Activision could still just operate as a separate entity in the UK alone and then operate as a joint company everywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
still get by.
I've never thought the CMA was going to actually stop the merger. I think it was just, what can we get that makes us look like we didn't take an L?
Yeah. And I think them holding them over the cloud gaming space is actually a really fair take. I'm actually annoyed the FTC didn't try to approach that route. The FTC was just, oh no, Sony, and then everyone else has been like cloud gaming. And Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft has signed a lot of deals in cloud gaming to bring games to a lot of cloud gaming services, which is a great move on their part, and also helps a lot of smaller companies who are trying to enter the cloud gaming space. But not as nicely as it's about to help them.
Yeah. I've got a weird question.
Possible weird answer?
Probably. Hold on. Sorry. Do we know if Microsoft has made any comment on whether or not they're gonna oppose the union? I can restate that for the recording if that makes it easier.
I want to double check. I believe that Microsoft did say that they will acknowledge Yes, Microsoft is partnering with the union, and the union actually helped push the FTC for the Activision merger, um,
Mm-hmm.
to help push it forward, because Microsoft is going to not only acknowledge the union but also help make changes.
Okay.
And they've made promises and already have a signed contract with the union. So that's actually a huge step, in my opinion, in the right direction for Activision and Microsoft.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it'd be good for the union to exist, but I'm also like super pro worker in like every way. We also had some pretty cool news for Call of Duty coming out this week. Great segues. I know. Let's all hear it from me. Let's go. W Pro moment.
Proud of you.
We got a lot of leaks that came out
fucking-
this week. I actually did not expect like this much like legitimate information to come out. So like just like working like oldest stuff to newest stuff. A lot of the leaks about Modern Warfare 3 being made by Sledgehammer, who I think is like the worst dev they have. Is that a hot take? Nukie, you're like
To consist.
I wouldn't say it's a hot take.
you look
but-
very dark.
Sorry, I don't know why my camera did that.
I don't know. I don't think it's that hot of a take. I mean,
Like I'm just thinking like Infinity Ward's made
studio
like
brings.
I just can't think of a good Sledgehammer COD.
I'm gonna have a kind of hot take. Is I actually don't think after Modern Warfare 3, I don't think Infinity Ward has been involved in a good Call of Duty.
I thought they were
Like-
involved in the World War II one.
No, that was Sledgehammer.
I hated
That was-
World
that
War
was
II.
Sledgehammer? You guys like World War II? I thought that was pretty good.
No, I hated World War II.
The only post Modern Warfare 3 titles that I can actually say I really loved is Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare.
Whoa, hot take on that
which
one.
I know a lot of people give me heat. I like Call of Duty Ghosts as well. It's actually my favorite Call of Duty of all time.
Actually, I did enjoy Ghost.
What a
I thought the story
horrific
was pretty
take.
good.
I know, but
Oh!
surprisingly,
No, hold on.
I played it for the story.
I'll qualify my comments. I think Ghost was good. I think it's better than any COD we've had since Ghosts. But to say it's better than like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, I think that's just a terrible
like-
take.
Here's how I view the Call of Duty games in like the past 10 years. So like obviously Activision and Infinity Ward were the two major studios who produced like the greats, like the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Like the OG Modern Warfare series, the Black Ops series, like those are the goats, right? Then you have like Sledge and Raven, and they gave us like think of it like filler episodes in anime. The games are like filler games, but they're still good in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nukie, no one cares about your fucking shirt.
Yeah. No one cares about Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter, I love. It's my favorite.
No, I'm saying Hunter x Hunter just to piss you off.
I hate you. It's okay.
So, yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's like that's like the same concept. You know, it's like Ghost was great in its own way for its time period that it was there. But if you stack it up against like Black Ops 3 or Modern Warfare 2, OG Modern Warfare 2, or Modern Warfare 3, like it isn't hold the candle.
I would even say most of the games don't hold very well against like Modern Warfare 1 2019. It was another really well rolled out title.
Let's back that up really quick. That's a terrible take.
Go play any of them and then go back to 2019 and play Modern Warfare 1.
Modern Warfare 2019 because I don't like anything fun.
Here's the only reason Modern Warfare 2019 was good was because COVID happened.
No, the campaign was top notch.
There's no fucking way we're talking about the goddamn campaign. There's no actual quantifiable way you're gonna sit here and tell me the campaigns mean fucking anything.
Why do you think I love Call of Duty Ghosts? It's for the campaign.
I'm gonna say this as calmly as humanly possible. No one gives a fuck about a Call of Duty campaign. Man, those social feeds are gonna be pumping out this week.
Fair enough.
Oh, so like, I agree. I mean, I don't
No
know.
one
I mean,
cares
you're
about
not
that. No
wrong.
one's like,
Nobody cares about the campaign. No
Like-
one.
no one says Modern Warfare 2 is like an S tier COD because of like no Russian. No one in their fucking right
Alright,
mind is
so-
saying that.
So let's talk about no Russian.
If
for
they
a
are,
second.
they probably need to be institutionalized and seek severely impatient every possible mental health service possible. If you're like, yeah, my favorite part of the game was when we went to that airport and like low-key terrorist attacked. Not even low-key, 100% a terrorist attack. High-key terrorism.
Here's the thing. No person, Nukie, is like, you know what a really great story series is? Call of Duty.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
You
Like-
know, people are like, you know what a great story series game is?
You're right. No
God of
one
War.
thoroughly enjoyed the stories.
No.
for
Hold
Call of
on,
Duty
hold on,
Zombies,
hold
Hold
on.
on, that's
You
not
are
what we're
not going to
saying.
pull this one out of your ass. You are not pulling
No,
this
that's
out.
not what we're saying at all.
If I
the
pulled-
campaigns are good.
If I
Yeah,
asked
they-
people what their favorite moment of Black Ops 1 was, out of 100 people, if you're not involved in the survey, one person will say the campaign.
It'll be Concho. Shout
Yeah,
out.
he'll be the one.
Shout out, Concho.
It'll be like the one weirdo who's like, yeah, I don't know what's a nuke town. It's
I
just
played
a
Nuke
bad
one
take.
round and I hated it, so I had to
To
play
be
back
like,
the
I
campaign.
like the Call of Duty based only on the campaign is a terrible
Reminder here.
take.
I have stated more than once. I am a very rare person who specifically focused a large portion of my younger life on the Call of Duty campaigns because I didn't have access to the internet. So I would just replay the campaigns, and the early games had really good storytelling, and they did a good job with Modern Warfare 1 2019, not Modern Warfare 2, in terms of creating a very engaging, thorough story.
I'm gonna go get a bottle of tequila because that's apparently where we're at right now.
Yeah, that's that. The fact that you
fuck.
think Modern Warfare 2019 is a
Wow,
good game,
It's not great.
it's a C tier COD.
it's not like it doesn't even come.
If you
close
take
to-
away Warzone, it's a C tier COD.
yeah.
But it had like a
liked
D
it.
minus campaign. I mean, that's the only reason I played
I
Call of
had
Duty
a
ever.
great time playing that campaign.
I actually play no Russian every single day before I go to work.
I'd imagine that it was
I plug
actually
in the
real
old
life.
PS3 and go, "What up, Mac?"
Oh.
Back at it again. No Russian, baby.
I wonder what happens this time.
I
Speaking
wonder
of,
I wonder if I could kill all the civilians in this round.
speaking
One
of
day I'll get them
plugging
all.
in your- speaking of plugging in your PlayStation 3, Praww.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we've had I've been seeing a lot on Twitter lately. Of people going back and playing the old CODs. Like I've seen a lot, especially on like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and I'm pretty sure it's exclusively because of the campaigns.
I thought so too. I don't think it was the fact that Microsoft helped Activision fix all their servers. I think it was strictly for the campaigns,
Yeah.
specifically
Only
Call of
campaign
Duty
related. Yeah.
Specifically,
I
Call of
think-
Duty
So like in
Big
all
one.
seriousness though, I think that's actually really cool that like they're actually fixing the servers.
100%.
Especially before they've cleared the acquisition at this point. I mean, it's ahead of the
Yeah.
acquisition. They've stepped in and actually actively taken a step that the community is already embracing. I think I saw a post that Black Ops 1 broke 100,000 users this morning.
Yeah. I saw that on like Friday.
Yeah, that hasn't happened in, what, a decade?
I'm sorry. I'm still
when
stuck
did
on the
Modern Warfare
campaign
3 come out?
I'm sorry.
We'll get past
I'm in shock. I don't know if we can.
The only reason I played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign live on stream when it came out was so I could be one of the first people to beat it on the hardest fucking difficulty.
Yeah.
Which is what I did in fucking 7.5 hours. I almost killed myself doing it.
I played it on normal.
Yeah, because you're a piece of shit. Anyways.
That's accurate. No, but I think, for real though, I think it's actually really cool that like we're seeing this new resurgence of like people playing the old CODs. I think especially because if you have a younger audience, like I think there is a good chunk of the Call of Duty community who like their first COD was like 2019 or 2018 or even later.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think them being able to experience like the reason we love this series so much is a really cool thing.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I'm really hoping that Microsoft steps not just into fixing the Call of Duty franchise and Activision titles, and steps into some of their own titles that they've got on games for Windows Live still. Because if we look at, and this is another one, I loved Fable 3. It's one of my all-time favorite games. Is the whole Fable franchise.
You never talk about that.
I know.
What's Fable? You like Fable?
But you
You're
can't.
a Fable guy, right?
Without modifying the game files,
Fable?
you cannot play Fable 3 on Steam, and you also can't even buy it on Steam because.
When are they making Fable 4?
That is currently in production, actually. I heard it's time slotted for next year's release.
I'm gonna be honest. On our agenda for this podcast, I didn't see Fable anywhere. On the rundown, it was nowhere to be found. So I don't know how we got here. You know
I just want them to fix it, okay?
No one cares. No, I think actually, honestly, something I would love to see is to see them put all the old CODs on Game Pass.
Oh.
Or honestly, I'm honestly like my wish list for Call of Duty is just make a live service game.
You mean like
just make it live
Warzone?
service? No, like turn Call of Duty into Counter-Strike.
I actually think that's a really good take, and
that is actually a good take
because like
they did Call of Duty Online like forever ago, where it was basically that, but it was before live service games, where of course my screen is gone. But they released it in China as a free-to-play microtransaction game, which was structured like Counter-Strike, and it only struggled because it was in the pre-era of live service games.
I just want to believe that Nukie's camera is actually like he's doing like a History Channel show about like the mob, and they have to like make his like body like a black shadow, so like John Gotti doesn't burst through the door.
I just looked at Steam right now to see like where the sales are kind of at for like Call of Duty games, since they're like making a comeback a little bit. And I was like scrolling through. You can buy all of the Call of Duty games and DLCs for $1,000.
That's
pretty amazing.
Insane.
Yeah, so like
because like nothing's on sale, so you're paying full price every day.
I think they recently dropped a couple of the older ones down to $30.
So Black Ops 1 is still $40.
That's every game. I just look at it. It's every Call of Duty game starting from Call of Duty 1 all the way to now with all the DLCs and everything else.
Hey, Nukie, did you play Call of Duty 1 for the campaign?
I did.
Oh, okay. See, that's normal because it only had a campaign. Like, it was before it...
I can't even say Jesus Christ because he is not present in this conversation because of Nukie.
Yeah, he's like, I think Jesus is actually looking for the mob that Nukie's hiding from. This is so fucked. Oh my god.
Yeah. We'll have a light next time.
Oh, not even that. Just the fact that we've like compared you to being a mobster like 10 times now.
Nukie's actually his name is actually what it is because he's in witness protection.
He's in WITSEC. He lives in Flagstaff. He's just out in Arizona.
So I thought a nice thing outside of the Call of Duty games, like people kind of return to the old games, is the fact that they're actually kind of actively listening to the community and the changes that we want.
Yeah.
For Modern Warfare 3. So like the ninja perk was a big one. They're talking about bringing that one back. Also they're talking about bringing back the war game mode and the headquarters from like the World War II style game.
A big thing that I actually liked in the leaks is they're adding zombies back, which I don't know why we continually take out zombies.
So
I don't understand it.
I think zombies only correlates with the Black Ops game, like game franchise.
It originally did, and then they branched it out with Sledgehammer. With
Yeah, wasn't it in Vanguard?
it was in Vanguard. It was also it. I mean, I think the first branch out was either Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare, because it was in
Yeah.
both of those, and those were
like-
non-Treyarch games.
Why isn't there a
Let's talk
team?
about Vanguard for a moment.
Do we have to?
I've
I mean,
heard
IGN
Nukie-
gave it
I
a 7
heard
out of 10.
I heard Nukie
It's
liked
not
that game strictly for the campaign.
It's the only thing you could like about it.
I hated Vanguard so much. The campaign was terrible.
Hold on, let's have this is actually a conversation I think worth having. Is Vanguard the worst COD of all time?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I would actually lean into that, or in my opinion, Infinite Warfare, because I just couldn't get into it at all ever.
I
would
think
say
of
Infinite
all the
Warfare
CODs
ranks
I've
above
played.
Vanguard.
Like if you look at my time played on Infinite Warfare and Vanguard, I have 3 hours on Vanguard and 35 minutes on Infinite Warfare, because I just
Oh my
burned out
God.
the moment I started playing it. Didn't play the entire season, the entire year. I didn't play any Call of Duty at all, other than going back to Black Ops Zombies.
The only reason I played Vanguard when it came out was to level my guns for Warzone.
Yeah.
That was literally the only reason.
I
played
actually like the
Vanguard,
first
because
like
it was so
week or
bad.
two of Vanguard. I loved it. Cause I loved the different mode pacings.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. I love playing search on like Blitz when there was like 12v12 search. It was the dumbest thing ever, and you could just farm kills. Cause you would have like 5 people walking down the same alley every fucking round, and you could just like you would literally just get like a machine gun, mount on a wall, and just get 5 free kills every round.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was
I
great.
just-
But outside of
I-
that game was absolutely trash.
I just love the fact that Call of Duty is like this is only known for like 4 games.
It
Why don't
is
we-
surprising.
Like, why doesn't Call of Duty make a live service game and then
They did.
take? Can I finish my point? Listen, I'm gonna tell the mob where you're at if you keep this up. Why don't we make a live service Call of Duty for the multiplayer, not just the battle royale, and take the 20 best maps you've ever made. Like, imagine this: you're playing, you go from Nuketown to Shipment to Afghan
The
to
terminal.
Terminal. Yeah, Terminal.
Oh, there we go.
You remember Jungle?
What's the map where they had the dam and all of that? Because that one was really good, really well designed too. The one from Blackout, or not Blackout, the one that was released with Black Ops 4.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But there were just like so many, like in like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2. Take the top 5 maps from both those games, and then fill in with 5 more.
Yeah. And you could cycle out maps at that point too, and just do seasonal changes.
Yeah,
like
I mean
they
that's what
already
Apex
do.
does. They filter like every like 90 minutes or whatever the map changes.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really healthy take for Call of Duty, and I would love to see. I'd love to see them try to do live service again, because I played Call of Duty Online, even though it was a China only release, and I
Yeah.
actually thought it was really well done.
How'd you manage that?
I won't talk about that.
Oh,
But
Wait, but like, was there a campaign?
no, there wasn't.
It's fucking useless then. Why are we even talking about it?
No, there's no point. in
You
a Call
know,
of Duty
if
game
there's
without
not a campaign, like who even
Um,
plays that game for the? I only play games for campaigns.
Speaking of your
I'm gonna-
hatred
I'm
for
gonna-
campaigns,
I actually play
Here's-
Fortnite for the
here's-
save the world mode.
I want to specifically talk about the zombies comeback, because it's specifically Outbreak, which I think is a cool and unique way to do zombies. But I think that ditching the old school like map cycle,
you should
is
do
really
both.
frustrating.
But I understand why they want to do Outbreak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like-
might do right now. Okay.
I had a good
sorry.
time. I had a good time with Outbreak, but I think overall I'd like to see round based zombies, because that's
Yeah.
what I prefer playing. I wanna get to round 400. That's what I enjoy doing. I mean, at that point you've broken the game. And it's just
See, I never enjoyed
no.
zombies, and in the way of just get to the highest level humanly possible. Like I want to win.
Okay, so yeah, Outbreak is very much in your
Yeah,
alley.
that's why I preferred Outbreak. Like, I don't like just getting to the highest round for the sake of getting to the highest round, because at that point you're just using cheese strats to, like,
Yeah, and
you know,
that's kind of
pack a
something.
punch everything, and then you just like stay in a corner and just nothing can get to you anyway.
Yeah, I mean that was the stuff that I used to teach myself to become a better multiplayer player. Was learning cheese strats in zombies, and then taking that and applying the strategies I was using there into multiplayer. That's how I got better at it.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I enjoyed it so much growing up. I mean, nowadays I do enjoy Outbreak. I just personally I had more fun on round base, but that's just because I have 4 friends and we'll do PhD flopper and just go
What
dive
are
on
friends?
literally everything.
Do you have friends?
Sorry, I'm looking at possibly buy Black Ops 3.
Are there actually servers?
So not only that, there's custom zombies maps.
See, I
and
would rather
custom
just like
multiplayer.
play zombies on Cold War.
I haven't played I never played Cold War.
It looks
was
like we're
okay.
gonna have to play Cold War Zombies. I actually thought it was pretty good. They did a good job with the zombies campaign. Actually, lines up quite a bit with the real campaign, so that was kind of cool to
And
transition from one
there
to
were
the
multiple
other.
maps. I've always wanted to like just like do a marathon zombies run and just like do all the stories.
Oh, that would
So,
be so
you
much
talking about
fun.
through like every Black Ops game, or
Yeah, like just like go from the like yeah, buy like Black Ops 1, like buy the buy the 4 Black Ops games and just play like start the first one and like beat all the zombie campaigns.
I would be very much down for that if we can include Advanced Warfare Zombies.
nope.
You're going to buy it for me?
Yeah.
Like this is like $100 investment
Never
for
mind.
like yeah, like you realize like Black Ops 1 is 40.
No, so you
that's
don't,
the
you don't
oldest
actually have
one.
to do that because you can just buy the Zombie Chronicles, which has all of the zombie map.
The Zombie Chronicles?
Yeah.
You talking about Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles?
Yeah, that included all the previous zombie maps.
Hold on, before you start putting out things crazy.
It's a $30 add-on for Black Ops 3, and it includes
So I'm buying Black
3
Ops 3,
sorry,
Black Ops 4.
Are you talking about the zombies Deluxe Edition?
No. Black Ops 3's Zombie Chronicles includes 3 Call of Duty World at War maps, 4 Call of Duty Black Ops maps, and the Black Ops 2 map Origins. So it's not quite all of them, but it's a majority. It's the good ones. It's got Nocturne Toten, Verruct, Shino Numa, Kino der Toten, Ascension, Shangri-La and Moon, and Origins. Really
That
good
actually
maps.
might not be a bad play because you get 8 maps.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
it's
I would take a night and play like Black, because like that's why I liked Black Ops so much, not for the campaign, but because of the fact that you could transition from multiplayer and be like, you know what, I have zombies, which is like a whole different story mode,
Yeah.
you know, and you could also still play it online, and it wasn't a campaign.
What's a campaign?
Yeah,
no, I think that's fair. I had a good time, and I'm glad you guys want to do this too.
all I'm saying
I'm
is
gonna have
I'm
to.
hoping that with Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty just stops feeling so stale, and like it's just a money grab for every game,
Yeah,
because that's how gaming feels these days.
I concur.
So
I think it's fair.
gaming a lot of times, like I miss the days of when, you know, like whenever we got a product, like it was completely finished, it was worth our time, the like everything was great, like it was just the story was good if it was a single player game, if it was a multiplayer game, like the servers ran smoothly, like the gameplay was fun, you could play the game for hours on end with your buddies. Now it's like I struggle to stay on a game for longer than a month.
Yeah.
You know, like even if I have friends who play it consistently with me, like I can't, I struggle to sit there and play games for a long period of time,
Unless it's Apex Legends.
unless it's Apex or Elden Ring.
What's Apex?
But the reason I say Apex is because, so like here's why I like Apex, because their ranked system is very well established compared to other games' rank systems. So I'm not saying it doesn't have its issues. I'm not saying it doesn't have its shortcomings like every fucking game does. But if you want to play a game that does have a skill gap and requires skill to play the game, Apex Legends is that game, you know? So and their rank system is put together better than most. Like when COD ranked dropped, it was a fucking nightmare. You know, and fucking 60% of the player base was cheating to begin with. So it's like, you know, Apex, it's just a better playing game. So it's like that's why I play it so much.
Yeah.
I just dog on you because it's Apex and I don't play Apex.
Yeah, because you suck at that game.
I won my first 3 matches.
Yeah, they put you in a bot
Against
lobby.
who? Yeah, like what do you mean? I won my first match.
It's like winning the first 3 matches on Fortnite.
Yeah,
I logged into my Smurf account in Apex to like Smurf, and I got 6 bot lobbies out the rip, and I dropped 12 kills in each one. Like, duh, like you're going against bots.
Well, I'll say that's probably all we've got for today's recording. Thank you so much for tuning into our podcast. We greatly appreciate you. It's been the Playground Pod. I'm Nukie. We have Praww and Juici, which I don't know where our cameras are because eyeballs. But
I'm top left, Juici's top right, you're bottom right.
it's too much work for me to do. So
Yeah.
I hope everyone has a great night and you take care.